never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Friends, it's so good to see you guys. I've been missing in action. I've been laying low. I've been running from the bets. I've been running from the handcuffs that Betty's about to be put on, y'all. Oh my God, I feel like I've been off the YouTube streets for like a year. Betty is at it. Betty is on it. Betty. Do we have to get the damn people over there to check on you, girl? You've been acting crazy. I don't know how my volume is. I don't have my microphone set up. I have a makeshift studio thingy here at the mom's house. So be prepared to hear maybe some chainsaws, lawnmowers, dogs barking, kids screaming. The neighborhood might come lit in any moment now. So you never know what you're going to hear. You might hear mom say, "Oh, I got to poop." The usual mom things, after surgery. So all these things could very well happen at any given time. But it's so good to be back. Not heading up to the northern part of the state yet. I'm hanging back with Bob. So I said, oh, great. This is cool. I'm going to take some time to see what the old Wetty Betty's doing. She's up to the usual, and it's good to see everybody. Captain Ganja, what'd you done 8? You said pound 8. What'd you eat? Number 8. And let me welcome everybody. Remy, Captain Ganja, Brenda K, Foxy Mermaid, Remy, Mystic Butterfly, and my baby, Forgotten Whispers. I fell asleep to her the other night. I don't know what it is about Wispy. That man puts me to sleep. Not that she's boring. It's just, I guess, the way she talks. I'm like, good night. But it just keeps playing. Okay. Forgotten Whispers, Debbie from Detroit-ish. Okay, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. And Weeping Waters, I think, said that she shared some stuff on her page. I was going to drop the link if she comes in and wants to hop up and explain what she shared. It's Betty done made her mad. Her and Betty are into it. So we got to keep an eye on that situation. Okay, we got to make sure we keep an eye on that situation. But first, we want to play this. Diana76, it's good to see you. Good to see you. So we're going to play this little gem. Someone said they feel sick. Hang on, let me go back. Oh, I thought you said someone feel the sick. Real sick. I imagine I ate Betty's cooking, and I know, right? Okay, you're going to like this video then. Don't eat anything Betty's got going, okay? Don't do that. Food poisoning is bound to happen, in my opinion. So we're going to play this little gem.
After many hours of watching her alleged content, it is in my humble opinion that she is indeed a hypocrite. I've invited her to this conversation to confront her over her words and actions, for I feel that she has the right to defend and try to explain herself. She was here earlier, but left suddenly due to making some chicken. Let's see if she's here. Betty, are you with us?
Hey guys, so I am back because I'm cooking right now. I'm trying to cook something chickeny so I can get some nutrients in me. I'm not feeling all that hot today, as you guys can imagine.
I'm sorry that you're not feeling well today. You do sound slightly unwell and severely bloated. My invisible thoughts and prayers go out to you. I'd like to talk to you for a moment about your channel. That's if you're feeling well enough to do so.
Nobody is forcing you to be on my channel. Nobody's forcing you to watch. As a matter of fact, you go out of your way to watch me. So if you're going to continue to watch me, I'm going to continue to ask to stop trolling my chat. That is so stupid.
I think that you have your false idol red hat on way too tight. I and many others don't understand how calling out your lies and hypocrisy is considered trolling.
I'm going to ask again, if you do not like the content on my channel, go someplace else for your information, for your entertainment, okay? And I also want to say this is an entertainment channel.
What in the world is an entertainment channel?
If you don't like the content, change the fucking channel.
Betty, there's absolutely no reason for you to start spewing profanities.
She said, change the effing channel. We're not going to, Bullhorn, because you are going around saying some vile things, and we want to capture that on our channel. So whenever you get in front of the judge, we can say, here is the proof that this woman, in our opinion, has become unhinged more than ever. More than ever, okay?
Remember, keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. You should really think about changing your ways before it's too late.
Trying to tell Bullhornbetty to change her ways ain't happening. It just isn't. It never will. Why? Because you're a fucking stranger trying to tell me how to live my life. It's not going to happen.
You know,
and I live in America, and I have a constitutional right.
There's a stranger who has this book, the Bible something, maybe you've heard of it, where he lays out how we should live our lives. I was actually just quoting a passage from it that pertains to your use of foul language.
And that's the shit I'm talking about right there. Like, why are you even fucking here is my question.
I'm here because my mommy and daddy held hands, and also because it's my channel.
Just knock the shit off. Move the fuck on. It's pretty fucking simple. You guys are bullies. Non-stop bullies. And you're trying to convince the whole world that I'm the bully when they see you coming into my chat every single fucking day with your nonsense and bullshit.
Persecution complex much?
It's not me, babe. It's you. This is all you do. This is all you'll ever be worth, is going into somebody's chat and disrupting them. That's it. Nobody's coming into your chat and disrupting you because you don't matter. You understand that, right?
Oh, please, great and powerful Betty. Please tell me how to live so that I might matter again.
Now you want me to tell you how to live your life. I'm happy to do that. Let me know who.
You bet you are, because you know everything about everything and done everything the best. We know, Bets.
Who you are. I'm happy to tell you how to live your life and everything about you. Just let me know who you are.
Who am I? I'll tell you who I'm not. A Christian nationalist.
You are the problem in the world. You understand that. It's not anybody else. It literally is you. It's your whole group of people. It's your whole echo chamber.
My group of people within our own echo chamber? That's rich coming from someone who's MAGA.
Really? Do you know how childish that shit sounds? Like, seriously, grow the fuck up here on YouTube. It's getting fucking annoying. It's getting ridiculous. It's becoming childish. Show me who you are so we can look in your past and see how perfect you are. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. But you won't, because you're a fucking coward.
Betty, enough. I think it's time to end this interview.
For what?
Well, I think I proved to our listeners at home just how much of a hypocrite you are. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before I let you go?
You'll never grow. You'll never be anything living in a place of hate. So I hope everybody wakes up tomorrow and decides to be on the better side of the bed and tries to be more productive instead of so damn hateful.
Betty, that was actually really sound advice.
People need to start condemning people being so fucking...
Okay, that's enough. Thank you, Betty. And thank you to everyone watching. Please be sure to...
I dropped the link to that's video in the chat and in the description. So if you would like to stop by that channel and take a look-see, be more than welcome. Okay. And Weeping Waters is in here, and she had emailed me some information. But it seems like she's a smaller channel. I'm not sure if she's wanting to grow her channel. So I like to send people to smaller channels. So everyone has a fair start at this, right? So she has shared some information on Bullhorn Betty. I will share it with y'all. And for her to come up when we get to that point, and she can come and explain her video and all that. I think that's only fair. You know what I mean? So here is Betty in all her glory. I'm like, Bullhorn Betty, have you really lost your mind with some of the things that you're saying about the mother of this missing boy? It's really, really kind of sad that you continue on exploiting this child. There's no new information. You're not helping find this child. You are creating an effing mess in life for these people. No one knows who done what to this boy that's missing, but you continually tell people that they're bad, they're bad, they're bad, while you're getting on your platform on social media, on different social medias, TikTok, YouTube, wherever the hell else you spread your nonsense, and say very vile things about this parent. And it's time that someone needs to step in and have you refrain from doing so. If this mother has nothing to do with the disappearance of her child, you are really hurting her emotionally. Could you imagine? No one knows what happened to this child. The police have said there is no evidence of foul play. The parents have not been arrested on anything. So until the police come forward and say, hey, these folks are our suspects, we're getting information and our arrest is coming soon of the parents, then you should not get on here and accuse anyone of anything. Can we speculate? Absolutely. But to get up here and accuse a mother of doing very horrific things to her child, you should be ashamed of yourself. And you should be held accountable to spewing this stuff in the atmosphere on YouTube and whatever social media outlets you use. So we're just going to listen to what she said. And she also said that she got information that another content creator had mentioned, and we're going to share their response back. I do not support the other content creator. Whoever does, that's on you. I'm going to share her information. The link is also to her. These videos are dropped in the chat and in the description of my video. Credit is due to whoever creates the content. And I want to make sure that I share that information. Okay. So I'm going to share what Betty's saying this time. I know I have to breathe, and my mom's laughing because I'm like, I have to breathe because Betty is just very vile, and she hurts people, and it's not right in my opinion. So let me make sure I have her on full blast, a little fast, because I'm surprised she ain't tried to strike me yet. So here we go with old Bets.
And zoom into a couple places, but again, from public roadway and from my private vehicle. So one of the things that I had stated was, seeing how it's so dangerous being at the Proudfoot home, that they should, that hopefully Nina, if she gets a hold of this, uses that because it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous for Faith to be there. It's too dangerous for Faith to be over the Power Stocks because they're claiming the same thing. They got crazy YouTubers trying to unalive them and putting their life in jeopardy. And so I do hope Nina does use it. I don't speak to Nina. I don't have her email, phone number, or anything like that. So it's not like I would be the one giving it. But I'm pretty sure she has her hand on the pulse and is watching the shenanigans from the sidelines and probably utilizing whatever she can to protect her daughter. And I hope she does.
So it's a little crazy. I don't know who leaked this information out, and I don't know how it was able to be leaked out. But apparently there has been some things that have been leaked. And it's a little concerning for me because it was leaked to Illuminati. And Illuminati sat on her hands and did nothing. And had it been anybody else, I guarantee she would have called the law. So what had happened is, this is what the email says. It's from an anonymous source. It says, interesting that after Nick Barris' statement, maybe why a judge allowed Faith to go ahead and have access to the Proudfoots for the summer. Let me get past that to the next paragraph. Apparently, after you started talking about how dangerous their houses were because of their restraining orders, you hope that Nina used it to benefit to her benefit to stop Faith from going to the Proudfoots. Katie lost her mind and got hysterical. Called Clue threatening to unalive herself if they lost Faith. Funny how we never get emotions leaked like that after Sebastian evaporated. And I thought it was a little weird because, if she's threatening to unalive herself, that needs to be called into law enforcement. If that's true.
So my problem with this, Betty, is why would you feel like you're comfortable enough to come up on here as you're a whole grown ass woman. Okay. You're not like under the age of 18. You're not under the age of 25 or 35. Okay. You're 44, 45 years old. You feel like it's your issue to come up here, and it's your responsibility to come up to a public platform after you have degraded this woman, said that this mother has held a pillow over her child's mouth and unalived this child. And now you feel like it's your responsibility to get up here after they have served you with an order of protection, 3 of them, that you are running from the law to get served. We all know that. And I believe you have a couple more times of them trying to serve you. And then there'll be an actual, quote, quote, warrant out for your arrest. And that's my opinion. It has happened in other people's situations. So you are not above the law. Bets. Now you feel like you're going to get up here and let the world know that she said that she may want to unalive herself. That you have gotten an email from someone anonymously that she has told another content creator that she wants to unalive herself. How dare you? Ma'am, you have real freaking issues and that you need to address before you get on here talking about you are an advocate for anyone. Advocate for yourself, you loony ass idiot, in my opinion, allegedly. Okay? You are out of your effing mind, lady. You are cringe. You are vile. This is disgusting to me, and I hope that the judge puts a stop to you because this isn't okay to do to people, in my opinion, allegedly, with your Sue happy ass.
True, and if that conversation actually happened, shame on Illuminati for not calling that in. That is a mental health issue right there, where somebody is threatening to off themselves if they don't get some certain action. Now, again, this is from an anonymous source. I don't know how true that is. Only the audience that are paying attention or have contact with this, whale of a content creator that has no education, most likely a criminal herself. If not, I would be surprised. She will be soon. I'm certain of that.
And Betty, you got your education out of the Cracker Jack box, okay, that someone else ate. You dug in that motherfucker Cracker Jack box, and dug for the little damn prize in the bottom and said, "This is my education, everybody." You were doing accounting when you were 4 for your daddy's business. Oh, that's what you said. And you've known how to read a tape measure since you was 6 months old. You freaking moron. If you don't get the hell up out of this YouTube and go find you some real business and learn how to conduct yourself like a lady out here before you find yourself in orange for a very, very long time. Orange might be your color with your weird ass looking hair. I don't go in on your looks, Betty. But you tell us you're going to go gray. Then you tell us that. Then you need to look at yourself really hard in the mirror and not at the way you look in appearance wise. You have to ask yourself, am I doing my best to help someone else out here in this world? Because if you can honestly answer yes, your family needs to take a hold of your raggedy looking ass and take you right to a hospital to get evaluated. as soon as possible, in my opinion. Because the things that are coming out of your mouth are like vomit and diarrhea mixed together. And that is so disgusting. Okay?
Illegal work that she's been doing, I'm sure is going to get her in trouble one of these days. Either way, I just thought that was crazy because we've never even seen that kind of emotion from Katie for her own son. And I told you how unhealthy it appeared when she was holding on to Faith, another woman's child. Like she was the happiest woman in the whole entire world to have this normal child, you know? And shortly after her own son has disappeared and she hasn't showed hardly any emotion toward her own son, she has this big old smile while she's hugging this other woman's child as if it's her own. It was a little disturbing for me. And then something else came up.
Betty, have you ever thought that she has been in a deep depression because her son's missing? And that little ball of life that stepped into her life for just a moment for some of the summer brought her some kind of joy to her because she misses her son. And that just for a little bit of time, she got to feel a little bit of happiness from another child. And that's supposed to be this big, see, that means she's guilty. Yeah, that means she's done something. Ma'am, we understand how you cannot connect with another mother because you've never been a mother. Okay? You've never been a mom. You've never gave birth to a child. So we understand, and you probably treat your stepkids and your step grandkids like total hell. We've heard you say, she probably gave the Sebastian a little extra dose of medication and unalived him. We've all done that as parents and grandparents. Betty, freaking newsflash, you moron. Not all of parents give an extra dose of this or that to our kids or grandkids. You freaking nut. Now you unhinged lunatic may have, but normal people don't do that to their children or grandkids. But I can totally see you doing that to shut a kid up because you won't have time for it. You have to get on YouTube and spread lie after lie and make up shit. But yeah, that would be some shit. That's a Bullhorn Betty shit, in my opinion, allegedly.
Another source, writing into me, talking about, we all know that Katie is receiving some type of financial support from the military. And none of us could ever really understand that because
it's none of your business what she receives from the military, Betty. It's none of your damn business. Okay? None of your business.
It's my understanding that she hasn't been retired for 20 years or anything like that. And this is from another person, and it says something about, let me make sure there's no names in here. There is not. Okay. It says, my granddaughter is a submarine force down here in Kings Bay. She told me yesterday you cannot retire until you serve 20 years. She said almost everyone who has been in a submarine force files for disability when they leave the force.
You have no idea what she experienced in her military employment. You have no idea, you walking moron. We know what you haven't done. You haven't held a full-time job in how long? You call YouTube your job. Ma'am, this is not your job. Okay? This is you. And if you're going to claim this is your job, well, I'm here to tell you, you're fired. I'm firing you. It's not personal. It's business. Oh, you suck. Okay? No promotion, no raise. You're fired. And do not try to draw unemployment because I'm going to deny that shit. Oh, you're fired, Bets. You're a walking dummy. Yeah, exactly, Captain Ganja. She's a walking box of dumb. Okay, just absolutely a walking box of dumb shit. Okay, oh my God. But I'm firing her. She's fired as of today. Betty, if this is your job, everyone has a boss. And I'm your boss, Bets. And I say you're fired today. Okay, pass that along. Told Bets. You're fired, you loose cannon.
Go through the Veterans Administration and have to go to the VA to get a doctor to say that you have disabilities due to the work that you had done on the submarine. You can claim up to $2,000 a month. It depends on the disability. Yes, it is paid through the military, but as far as her retiring, that is not true.
But didn't you claim disability too? You look damn well. You might be a little onto something there because, in my opinion, you do have a disability with the noggin, with the thinker, with the brain. So you might be onto something. But you leave this lady's military business up off the YouTube streets. You should be thanking her for joining the military and going to serve her country. Unlike what you do, you go around acting like you're something, but you're nothing. Okay, you like to spread lies, Betty.
The submarine force here is well aware of Sebastian's disappearance. My granddaughter, that has been here for 8 years, knows of this case. My granddaughter is one step from being a chief, so I think she knows what she is talking about. So what did Katie get discharged? If she did, if she's receiving a stipend from the military, it's most likely for a disability. It's most likely for a disability. So I'm curious as to what purpose she has, why she's receiving this, and what type of disabilities did she claim to have from her time in the service, if that's the case, and if that's the way she collects her funds. It's pretty interesting. Disability in the military is totally very hard to get. Not I mean, people in the military, they have, I mean, it's well documented disabilities typically. Because they take care of all your medical. Their doctors see, they have a good understanding. I don't know. I've never, Donna B, I don't know, because I've never been in the military. I don't know what it.
If you had been in the military, Betty, you would act completely different. They would have whooped you into shape real quick. I would like for you to go to boot camp. Okay, here's what's going to happen, Betty. We're going to fire you from YouTube, and we're going to send you to boot camp. And then we'll come back to the table and see if you're rehireable. Because you might get you some act right once you come back from the boot camp. Because as of now, you're not suitable to be hired at any location in the United States of America. Okay? We're going to have to talk with the guy that you're supporting out here and you're going to his rallies. Mr. Trump, we have a problem. She's a loose cannon. She won't get off of YouTube. Send her to the military. She needs to have some act right about her. Okay? We need to get her straightened out. She needs a haircut and to get a real job, because this job she's claiming she is terrible at. She's stealing from her damn subscribers for this lawyer fund because people are afraid of her, Mr. Trump. She has the orders of protections out against her. She done sued another content creator, and she's just making a mess out of this place. And we need to get you to get her a handle on her, because we're done with her. We're done with her ass. Thank you, signed, concerned citizen.
It is. My family retired from military or was honorably discharged. There was no disability benefits or any need to file for disability, so I would not know. But I thought that was very interesting, because you've got Katie allegedly threatening to unalive herself if they can't get Faith anymore, which is, again, crazy. She's not fighting this hard for her own son, but she sure is for Chris's daughter, right? Does anybody find that weird? I mean, just curious. What is your thoughts if this was true? I don't believe that Donna Fowler Sneed. It sounds like she spoke to a few people. I don't believe her story. I think that this was a manufactured story, if you want my honest opinion. We know who ran with the story. Has anybody even heard this lady? I mean, it doesn't sound like, from everything I understand, she's a cuckoo. So people can be upset with me about that or not. It doesn't matter. I think it was a.
So we'll stop here. We're going to jump over to where Clue responds to her. I'm not a fan of Clue, but anyway. And her information is shared in the chat there and in the description. Not a fan of her, but it is what it is. No disrespect to anyone that is. Please live your best life on the interwebs, and watch who you want. Enjoy your life on here. No judgment necessary. Okay, let's listen to what she has to say.
What she is about to say is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But I will respond, since you are so concerned, Betty.
Out, and I don't know how it was able.
Who email looks like that? Anybody else email look like that with a blue background? Almost like a text message on an iPhone. Anybody else's email do that? Mine doesn't. So, but I also have an iPhone, so I'm just curious. I don't know what app that is she's reading this email off of. Look like a text message, probably to Bullhornbetty from Bullhornbetty, but nevertheless.
And I don't believe anyone sent her anything, in my opinion. Now, if somebody did, I think it might have been a troll that sent her this information. Okay? In my opinion, I don't know.
Let's just hear what she got to say.
To be leaked out, but apparently there has been some things that have been leaked, and it's a little concerning for me because it was leaked to Illuminati, and Illuminati sat on her hands and did nothing. And had it been anybody else, I guarantee.
You hear what she said? I sat on my hands. Bitch, I like feeling in my hands. I'm too fat for that. Shut up.
Is that how you broke your finger?
She would have called the law. So what had happened is this is what the email says. It's from an anonymous source. It says, interesting that after Nick Barris' statement, maybe why a judge allowed Faith to go ahead and have access to the Proudfoots for the summer. Let me get
let's just go on the fact that this truly is an anonymous tip. Did you hear what she said? After the Nick Barris statement, the judge may have allowed Faith to go there for the summer. Nick Barris just made that statement about them being.
So, and everyone knows that the statement that Nick Barris put out was not during this situation. Betty, you are fabricating a lie. And you think most of us don't know anything out here because you're so smart at everything. You can't pull the wool over everybody's eyes. You might, the people that follow you because they follow you, in my opinion, to, they're a little loose upstairs too, or they hate watch you. And I have to admit, I'm a hate watcher. I have to see what kind of bullshit you're about to pull so I can talk about it as I am right now. Okay? So I have to give your ass a view. I don't want to give you a view. I really don't. I'd rather cut off my whole freaking head than have to watch you. But I want to put it out here. Look at what she's doing to people. She calls herself a child and a victim's advocate. Advocates don't act like this. Normal humans don't act like this.
Clear. The summer is already over. The person emailing you doesn't even have the beginning facts straight. Is that why you stopped reading it? Betty, just curious. But it takes somebody smart to catch on to everything. Too bad I am that bitch for you.
Pass that to the next paragraph. Apparently, after you started talking about how dangerous their houses were because of their restraining orders, you hope that Nina used it to benefit to her benefit to stop Faith from going to the Proudfoots. Katie lost her mind and got hysterical. Called Clue threatening to unalive herself if they lost Faith. Funny how we never get emotions leaked like that after Sebastian evaporated. And I thought it was a little weird because, if she's threatening to unalive herself, that needs to be called into law enforcement. If that's true, and if that conversation actually happened, shame on Illuminati for not calling
shame finger
that in. That is a mental health issue right there, where somebody.
You would recognize that, wouldn't you, Betty? You would definitely recognize.
I have a very, very, very hard time believing that happened. This is a lie. And as much as people may or may not like this woman that I'm sharing, I am sure, just like any other human, if someone calls you and said that they're going to harm themselves, anybody would make sure that they got the proper help needed. And I don't think that this person here would not do the same. Betty, you are an absolute liar, a fraud, and a fake, in my opinion. You are doing this just to cause trouble. Hey, Mama Bear, good to see you, honey. You're causing trouble. You are making vile statements about a woman. Again, now you're getting on here saying that she is now suicidal. You have done just about everything you can to this woman, except drag her down the road naked and talk about her body parts. Okay? And I do not hold my breath for very long for you to go ahead and do that. You've already talked about they're going to be divorced, their sexual activity. Now you're going to talk about her being naked running down the street like you have done, Betty. You reach so far into left field that it's absolutely crazy to me. Thanks for becoming a member, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. Glad to have you, honey. I think that somebody, in my opinion, needs to shut her up because it's going to continue to happen to another victim, another family, and this is not good. We've seen it happen with the Quentin Simon. We have seen it now happen with the grandmother. The grandmother wasn't even there when all this shit happened with Quentin Simon. But again, and then to come to find out, voices on the wall or voices behind the wall or ghost in voices, whatever the hell her name is, Cher, she and Betty were working behind the scenes with the Quentin Simon. Now, let's not all forget that shit, guys. Okay. Now she wants to, peek her head through the window, and start talking about this. I'm not a Cher fan. I'm not a Benny Keys fan. Okay, those folks have done some really vile shit out here on these YouTube streets, and they're all they're too old to act like this, to carry themselves. And then people come back, well, this is just something that they're playing on YouTube, but they're messing with people's lives. They're messing with real tragedies, real people, real children with really bad consequences in the end, in my opinion. Now, in my opinion, Bullhorn Betty needs to be shut down like Benny Keys has been shut down. Benny Keys has been shut down off of social media. The judge said, no more for you, boo-boo. And he needs to do the same thing with this woman here, because this is dangerous. Let me get over here to the chat. I'm missing some. You guys know I love to read the chat. So, I agree. Betty has been craving attention from Nina. And I think Nina's going to just, Nina came out and said her story. And for whatever reasons, that was her reasons. I don't know what her intentions were. It could have been good intentions. I don't know. I have no personal feeling or dealing with about Nina. It is what it is, right? At the end of the day, that is Sebastian's stepsister. They've known each other apparently from birth. They're very young. The little girl's young. I don't want to intertwine the Nina, and she doesn't live around. I just don't feel comfortable about talking about Nina and bringing her up in this. So, but I agree. She wants information from Nina, because I think that that's a very touchy relationship that the Proudfoots have with Nina, and divorces don't go nice. Usually things are said, people do each other dirty dog, and and there's always there's a custody battle. So they're not, over there eating having tea and crumpets together, but I don't feel like Nina needs to be drugged through the streets either. She, at the end of the day, still raising a child. So, I don't think any parent that has been is a victim to something terrible happening to their children, they just need to be left alone. And if we want to have search parties and stuff like that, then do it. Spread the actual factual information, then do that. But to get here and just keep digging in their personal life, that is not okay with me. That's the police. If they need to dig in their personal life, that's what the police need to do, and to find out if there's a connection. And I'm sure that they need to look into their past, but it's not for us to make up stories about them. That's just not good. And yeah, someone said that Illuminati offered $100 to anyone that would find that email or whatever. Judy said, sometimes white boy refers to Cher as voices behind my balls. That's funny. Because I've been, and she went out loud. I forget for self-harm and addictions also, I sponsor for such. It's disgusting, in my opinion, that she just keeps on and on. Thank you for a membership. I have earbuds in, but away from my phone. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Little Irish girl, I don't think I've seen you. I want to say hi to you. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue with what she says.
It's a mental health issue.
Threatening to off themselves if they don't get some certain action. Now, again, this is from an anonymous source.
I have not listened past the part that she just said. Okay.
I don't know how true that is. Only the audience that are paying attention or have contact with this, whale of a content creator that has.
Oh, no, she did not. Bitch, let me tell you something. Honey, listen, I know it appears that you be one of them superficial people who, well, I can't even say that. I cannot say that you are someone who actually thinks that looks matter, because I'm looking at you.
Exactly. I mean, Betty, so anyways, Clue did respond to it. And apparently she's denying the fact that Mrs. Proudfoot contacted her saying that, she wanted to unalive herself. But also keep in mind, folks, that Kitty has come out and said that she does have someone that she speaks to about her emotional state since Sebastian has become, has become missing. So that is good to know. I am sure that she seeks therapy. She mentioned that she does have someone she talks to, like a licensed counselor or therapist. I don't remember which one she said, but someone that has their credentials to help her through this tragic event. Okay? So, Betty, shut up. You're an idiot. Clue said what she said, offering money to anyone that can come up with the proof that she ignored Katie's outcry. So anyone can come up with that. Go collect $100. Okay. So I'm like, what the hell? And then, that continues. I'll stop sharing Cluminati. Me and Clue don't get along well. So I can't share a lot of her video because she'll probably chop my head off, like a strikey strike. So we'll go ahead and listen to Bess on her own crap, which it's not like me and Betty get along either, but I'm a small channel, so she don't mess with me.
Manufactured story, and it came on a channel that is known for manufacturing stories. And of course, it comes from a Facebook post. So not really in it like that. I don't believe it.
No, I haven't seen it.
I don't believe it. And she needs to produce some receipts. I don't believe it. I really don't. So sorry, not sorry, but you guys can believe whatever you guys want to believe, but that just does not bode. I don't believe this latest story from this lady. Like I said, there's a lot of trolls out there. The person that ran this story on his channel is one of the biggest ones on Facebook right now. He manufactures his own stories. He posts his own stuff. He gets people to go on there and post. It's you can't trust him. You can't trust him. And now that we know that he's working for the Proudfoots and working to help the Proudfoots and causing literally running interference in a case, a criminal investigation, you guys can believe what you want to believe, but I'm telling you, it's bull. It's bull. Probably a distraction. It is a distraction. In my opinion, it absolutely is a distraction. Every time we try to keep it focused on Sebastian, the Proudfoots and team do everything they can to distract everybody from Sebastian, even saying Sebastian's name, even looking at Sebastian's photo. You have never seen these people. They even throughout all their interviews, they had to be forced to say the boy's name.
Too. Smoking Mountain
Sebastian Rogers, the child that disappeared from their home. And we got a Yahoo named Nick Barris that's sitting there saying that the parents aren't suspects or persons of interest. Or no, excuse me, Chris and Katie. Basically implying
now since Nick Barris isn't, following Bullhorn Betty's boobies, she's mad at Nick Barris now because he's not following what she thinks is the right thing to do and say. So now, Nick Barris, she gonna have your job, okay? She gonna go gunning for your job now, honey. You better watch out. Bullhorn Betty after she gonna sue you too. She gonna sue you. She gonna stalk you. She gonna contact your parents, your grandmama, everybody. She might even kick your dog, Nick Barris. Okay, because now you are on her shit list, in my opinion, allegedly.
And Seth is. I think that is horrible reporting. Horrible. He doesn't know. I'm done. I'm done with Nick Barris. I had a lot of hope.
She's done with you, Nick Barris. You are nothing to her anymore, buddy.
I even gave him props, saying that he's basically the spokesperson, and I was relying on his. But now he's lost my faith in him.
Just lost the whole damn faith, Betty. Betty said she has lost faith in you. Wait.
Because he's saying things that we know are absolutely categorically untrue.
Betty, if that's how you feel, then you should love him. Because every day you get on your channel and say things that are not true. Every day. We're like, what is Betty going to lie about today?
And it is literally frustrating to hear now a news reporter getting on the bandwagon with the BS.
You know how frustrating it is for us, Betty, that we know that you're going to get on the bandwagon with the BS. You drive the bandwagon, you freaking walking fool.
I'd like Nick to produce the receipts.
We want you to produce the receipts that any parent has done anything to this child. Produce the receipts, Bets.
Produce the receipts, Nick. Show me
the receipts, Bets.
That they have been cleared. For the love of God, that's all we've been asking for months. And you want to come in there and say, oh, they're not suspects. Well, who the F is? Right? This boy was sheltered. He disappeared from a locked home with only his mother, and there's no evidence of him walking out of the house. So, Nick Barris, I'm sorry. If you don't...
Betty, what the hell was that look? What the
to use common sense.
I can't even take you serious, Betty.
I'm going to still make my audience use it. Did anyone find out if the sister works for the sheriff? Everybody keeps saying she does. But even if she doesn't, it doesn't matter because we know. Sorry, guys. I'm still under the weather.
Why don't you blow your honker right on damn YouTube? Don't turn your camera off, Betty. I mean, you know, you little damn heathen. She calls us hyenas. So you're a heathen. Look at you. You can't take care of your nose boogers off camera. Girl.
It doesn't matter because all of it, their family has different people in different organizations, law enforcement organizations, even Homeland Security. I mean, there is something seriously going on here, and I don't know what it is and why Eric Craddock is so scared of even. I mean, I have to think that the only reason why he cannot think about it, Moscow, Idaho, could no longer comment on the case with the Idaho 4 once they had they started zeroing in on the suspect. Remember, at this time, nobody. I thought that was really a smart strategy, but Sumner County, the sheriff there, they basically don't give a crap about their citizens. They don't care.
They said that she got on live during the Quentin Simon case and totally degraded, disrespected, called out the sheriff and all the people that were involved that were trying to solve the Quentin Simon case. Little did she know, they have a lot more information than you do, believe it or not, Bullhorn Betty. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they solved the case, and they found little baby Quentin Simon, and they arrested the person that harmed him. Okay? They did what needed to be done. But they're not big blowholes like you, Betty, and get out here and tell all the information because it is an active investigation, you walking moron. They can't. It is an investigation onto what happened to the boy. Okay? Just like Quentin Simon. Arrest was made. The person is being convicted to the fullest length of the law, and the little boy was found and was be able to be laid to rest. See, that's how law works, Betty. Okay? If you just need a recap on that.
To answer to their citizens, because again, Eric Craddock has nobody running against him. I guarantee if he had somebody running against him, his tune would be a lot different.
Right, yep.
But he's basically already won the sheriff's position, which is disgusting to me. How can Hendersonville and Sumner County allow this to happen? I don't know. I really don't. For nobody to have a backbone in the sheriff's department should show you everything right there that you need to know about that whole entire system, that just sheriff's office, when not one person will go against Eric Craddock. And the only reason why he was going against Sonny is because Sonny was retiring. So it sounds to me like they go ahead and pick their people behind the scenes and just put them in the office. You kind of like what the Democrat Party just did with Kamala Harris. You know,
if you don't shut your big, fat, unbrushed teeth up, okay? First of all, the Democratic Party has nothing to do with the missing boy, okay? So quit trying to drive your MAGA-looking shit onto the platform, okay? Betty, Trump would be disappointed in you, the way you're carrying on, because I don't know Trump on a personal level, but I'm going to try to get to know him, and for one reason and one reason only. Will you get this unhinged lunatic under control? She keeps using your name, Trump, and we need her fired. We need her removed. Go get her some help. Pay for her to get some damn psychological help, because she keeps wearing Trump shirts, Trump hats, going to the rallies, and then talking about missing kids and the mamas and the daddies like they're dirty dogs. And I know that you, sir, probably would not appreciate her talking about you during all this. Okay? Am I onto something, Mr. Trump? He will probably respond. Take her to boot camp. Men in black. We got a code red. Code red. She's a real wild one, fellas. Take her to the boot camp. In my opinion, allegedly.
No. Not one sheriff in that whole county has a backbone to go against the most powerful Eric Craddock. Not one person. Not one person in that sheriff's department believes in law and order. Not one person. That is just, it's horse manure. It really is. It's horse manure. if that was going on in my community, I'd be upset because every year we have somebody that goes against our sheriff. Our sheriff always wins. You know, Rick Wells, he's a likable guy. He's got name recognition. We knew his dad ran the sheriff's office for, 20 years before he did. So it's like, we know who we're voting for. We know we keep voting the same stuff over and over again. I mean, that's our choice, but there's always somebody that runs against him. Here in Sumner County, you got no one. No one. Exactly, Chaos. There's got to be somebody in that sheriff's office that's pompous enough that says, hey, I can run this organization better. Not one person? That's just sad. You guys got no choice in your law enforcement. What? Whatever. You know what? This is what I got to say. People that allow this to go on and continue to vote this crap in office, they deserve what they get. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Don't sit there and complain whenever you hate what's going on in your community, but you fail to stand up or speak up or do anything about it. You just expect everybody else to do. Like I'm from Florida fighting for the people in Sumner County, Tennessee, but they won't even stand up and fight for themselves. It's just, what do you do?
You are Betty, take a drink of water.
I don't know. Remember, I got those 42 arrests.
You have been arrested, just not convicted, because at the time you was a daddy's little girl and he liked you then. Now he doesn't like you so much because after the 42 arrests, he's like, good God, kid, could you get your shit together? And probably all the shit you do on YouTube, he's like, listen, if you don't straighten up, I'm just going to have to ignore you. Not gonna like you anymore, Bullhornbetty. Okay, because you're not acting like anything that I raised. I invested my time. I dedicated my money. I let you, helped you run a business. I did all this stuff for you, child. And this is what I get. And I bought you a house that you can't even keep the mortgage up on. In my opinion, allegedly, rumors. I don't know for sure. So he's probably, done with you. So yes, you have 42 arrests. Your parentals help you get out of them. And Rusty Crab or Rusty Wheel, whatever the hell your mom goes on YouTube, Rusty Crab, Rusty Wheel. Fuck, I don't know what her name is. It's Rusty something, right? They bought you out of that. And that was a time where you could buy yourself out of trouble.
Have double-digit arrests.
That's why you got out. You haven't been convicted, but they had enough to arrest your little white-looking hunky ass on.
I do, but 42. These people are idiots. They can't even. If you look at it, it's got tickets on there. It's got my dog. I think I got a ticket for a dog one time. My dog being loose or something like that. They counted all those as arrests for Bullhornbetty because these idiots that have no clue about the law, that try to tell you everything you need to know about the law as true. Right? Nothing they've said so far has panned out for them, but yet you guys keep going back and listening to their nonsense. It's like the blind leading the blind again. I got no. Whatever. People want to be ignorant, go be ignorant. You want to be told what to think, go be told what to think, okay? I got nothing for you. I really do. Don't. Hey, Mike, it's nice to see you, Big Mac Mike. Pebbles, it's nice to see you. So that's really, I don't really have a whole lot, but I just thought that was interesting. Why is Katie allowed to say she wants to unalive herself because she can't see Faith, and nobody bothers calling in help for her? What happens if tomorrow she decides to whack herself? Cluminati's at fault. I just want to put that out there. She knew about this and she failed to report it. She knew about it.
I don't believe that. Sorry. You're lying. You're just mad at Clue because you're upset at Cluminati because Clue has a direct line, in my opinion, to the Proudfoots. Okay? And you want that direct line to everybody because you want to just get on here and just cause all kinds of messiness. So since you can't get, a direct line to the Proudfoots, you're going to cause havoc for the person that does. Okay, I don't know if she does or not. I don't know. But she does come out and say things that only a person that talks to the Proudfoots would have knowledge of. So I want to read this. It says, so what then? The TBI is on it too. Timing matters. She started this corrupt sheriff BS once she realized she had FO and had an ex parte PO against her. Absolutely. And that has a lot to do with why she's trying to come now and say this is just my opinion and my point of view is now that's why she's trying to come hard and fast with these allegations, because after her court with the ex partes, she's going to be silenced. In my opinion, I don't know exactly what an ex parte pertains to, if you can't speak about the person or whatnot. I really don't know, but I think she's going to start, and it's going to start coming harder and faster until the court dates. You know what I mean? Because she wants to get out all she can. Ex parte means emergency order of protection. And they did it themselves. Yeah. They didn't go through the wall. Yeah. And file. Lisa over. I sometimes watch Lisa over at Crimes and Fashion, and Mama Bear says she said Lisa over at Crimes and Fashion says Beth's hair looks like used dryer sheets. I mean, it kind of does, you know. It kind of does. Like, you are the worst person to do a live with, Mom, because I have to keep you're laughing and I have to stop from laughing because I got to do the commentary, lady. I'm sorry, guys, if I just start laughing. Because my mother's in the other room watching it and listening to this, and she was reading your guys' comments, and she's having a ball. Okay, and she's laughing, which makes me laugh, and I can't stay focused. So this was not the best idea, I'm thinking, because once we get to laughing, it's off, it's over, you know, because then we'll just be laughing. Okay, let me get myself together over here, old lady. Don't you have to poop? Go poop or something. Jesus. Okay, let me get myself together. All right. Don't keep reading the things, Mom, because you're making me laugh. Okay. I'm trying to be professional over here. Okay. Oh, let's go back to listen to YouTube Betty. Bullhorn Betty.
And she failed to report it. Ricky Dawn, you should have reported it. Just say it.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
You should have reported it.
Yeah, that's her name, Rusty Nuts.
Okay, let's. Isn't it funny that people literally wait 5 days to say one little liner and then they're out for 5 days? Like, they think I'm delusional. Like, you are the most delusional people I've ever heard of in my life. You guys have some emotional problems. This is, when you see that go on, you know the people that do that have mental health issues. I bet you, Cheryl, how many pills do you take daily? You won't be able to respond because we blocked you because you can't control yourself. I would never watch anybody that I could not stand. As a matter of fact, I don't watch anybody on YouTube, to be honest with you. I'm too busy working. Here lately, I've been too busy nursing being sick.
Great.
But can you imagine me literally frustrating my entire day to watch somebody I did? Like, that is some mental health stuff. And the worst part about this mental health stuff is they don't realize how mentally unhealthy they are. I bet you Cheryl's not even getting sleep at night. So disgruntled.
She needs to get a silence.
So disgruntled.
In my opinion.
Angry. Do you beat your children, Cheryl? I'm just asking for a few friends. Is that how you take your anger out?
Your mama. Yeah. Forgot Whisper says,
I'd like to know. Because you got a lot of pent up problems.
I'm way behind in the chat because I was laughing really hard.
It is sick. This is what the email said.
Don't get her going. Don't get this crazy old mom going against you.
Where is it? Oh. Here it is. It says, apparently after you started talking about how dangerous their houses were because of the restraining order, and you hope that Nina used it to.
Let me tell you something. You made the house dangerous. You were driving by all hours of the night with night vision to look into people's damn houses during the nighttime. Let me tell you what. This whole stream is run now. If you do, but she seriously said she had night vision, and she was going by the Proudfoot's house in the middle of the night with the night vision goggles, Mom. And now let me tell you, if she went by my house with the damn night vision goggles, I am going to have a damn paintball gun and I'm going to shoot her right in her eye. Okay, I'm just saying. Go ahead. Does she really try to dox Clue? She tries to dox Clue, but doesn't have right name, and it's comical. Oh, where is that at? I watched her today, and because I want to go over the lawsuit. Well, I guess I need a mental help because I watch you. Hey, I was called weird So remember, QB said I was weird. And well, yeah, hello, you hear my mother back here. We're not normal. Okay, maybe we smoke a little bit or something. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I'm a little weird. And somebody's burning leaves or something because I thought maybe they were smoking outside the door. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers ain't sharing. Anyway, it's leaves. Yeah, so you have to be a little weird to come here because apparently I'm weird. I'm a slinky snake. I'm all the above. So she said Ricky Down. She said Ricky Ricky Dawn, thinking it's Clue's name. Oh, yeah, but she's already pretty much been doxxed. If Betty wanted to dox her, she could go in. And oh, bye, poop time. Okay, so so if Bullhorn Betty wanted to find her information, she could. It's on a stream, and then she pretty much just says it right out. Cluminati says it right out where she lives. So if Bullhorn Betty wanted it, she can get it.
To her benefit to stop Faith from going to the Proudfoots, Katie lost her mind and got hysterical. Called Clue, threatening to unalive herself if they lost Faith. Funny how we never had that emotion leaks.
See, quit reading it over and over. You're an asshole. Betty, you're an absolute asshole. That's all I got to say. You are just a straight up asshole. Okay? That's not nice. Quit reading it over and over. I don't like you. Stop doing that. So Clue did actually clap back. I'm not going to watch the entire stream because I want to watch Bets today and what she has to say. And then what Queen said back. Okay? What Queen said back. And no, as everyone knows, I didn't go today. I'm not going whenever I don't even know when the next court date is. Again, for the people in the back, I'm not anywhere near the court, not going to the court, not sending no. People have lives, just relax. Okay. I'm glad that shit settled down. I'm glad I was kind of traveling during all that little, this person kept coming in and I kept saying my community tab. Sorry, guys. I had a very poor connection and I kept going to the community tab where people were talking to me. And then on my phone, it would pop up comments. Well, a lot of people were commenting on my community tab and also underneath the video that I had shared. Okay. So yes, a little confusion there because I was getting some of the messages in real time and then some would catch up because of the lack of internet service that I had at the time. And this person named Captain something or another decided he was or she or was wanting to let me know just all about whatever they thought they needed to let me know about. And to me, it was feeling the fire. And if they were and trying to get me to respond and get off my, like have a, an aggressive attitude towards people. And it's just not going to happen. I like to have a good time. I go in at Betty. I go in at things that have potential harm to do with children or, the family. Me personally, you're going to have to hang me upside down from a tree and pull my toenails off for me to react in a very hateful way to another content creator because I don't know them personally and I don't give a fuck. Okay. So anyway, but that person, so I had kind of missed all of that because I didn't have good service. So I'm glad that time in our life is now over. Right. So let's go over here and listen to what the old Bets was saying about her court today. She act like she won something, honey. She act like she got the winning lottery numbers. I said, Betty, you didn't win no Betty. Okay. And her title was Judge Isn't Hearing the BS. You act like you have won something, Bets. Okay. And that's just not the case. That's just not the case. You didn't win nothing. Okay, let's share the screen here. I have not watched. I've seen him on some other people's channel, the Silvers dude. I haven't dug into him much. Like I said, I've been here taking care of my mom. Everyone knows my mom had surgery, hernia surgery, and she was lying. She's a big, fat, dirty liar. My mom. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'm doing great. Everything's wonderful." Telling my brothers, life's great. She wasn't. Whenever I got here, she's like, "No, I'm really not doing too good. And can you stay a couple extra days?" Yeah. So, of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to stay here a couple extra days. So I've been just catching my mom up on the things that she needs to have done, like cleaning, laundry, cooking some good food for her. Because she's lying to my brother. She's a dirty ass liar. And so now I get a day today to get on the internet and have good Wi-Fi connection and stuff like that. So anyways, let's go ahead and Cheryl Betts here. But I missed it. It was not that serious. Betty. Betty wants KP's money. Yeah. Betty thinks that they have a lot of money. And I think that the Proudfoots may have good jobs, but they have also mortgages. They have probably a loan on the RV. They have they're probably maxed out. I mean, they have new vehicles. They have a new home. They have an RV. That costs money. And, you got to have a job to pay for that. So I think, yeah, you know what? I think so too. I think she's very jealous of KP. I think that she wished she had a man that would stand up for her, A. B, I think she wished that she could go camping in an RV like she wants, and her husband goes out to work hard. She has a beautiful home. I really think that she does too want KP's life, and I also think that Bullhorn Betty doesn't like her own skin, and this is just my opinion. I heard that too, Forgotten Whispers. Yep, she even said it to Terry that he has money. And now, yep, this is all about money. She has sued Queen, not for money. She said Queen doesn't have any money, this, that, and the other. She sued Queen because she was really pissed off at Queen. But anyway, I think she is 100% without a doubt going to try her damnedest to sue the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks for monetary reasons. 100%. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, everyone that hasn't subbed up to Wispy, Forgotten Whispers, Wispy, if you drop your channel link in the chat, because I love Forgotten Whispers. She's on a little late, and if you're up late and need something to listen to while you get ready for bed, go check out Wispy. So let's listen to the old Bullhorn this morning. Oh my goodness.
Went to my CMC hearing. You guys know that a QB and her attorney were doing some underhanded stuff.
This is the loudest it'll go up on my thing. So,
and what I had already went previously to court for, like literally the first hearing of this case was whether or not I can have virtual hearings or not. And a judge ruled on the matter, providing me no in-person hearings unless there was evidentiary or it's trial. And so they tried to force me yet again. Now, mind you, with her attorney scheduled a hearing without me even knowing about it and sent me a notice of hearing. And so I had no choice but to force this forward. And we got a hearing before their hearing on September 14th, 2023, related to virtual hearings in the matter related to Queen Bee. And of course, Queen Bee is intimidating me behind the scenes while he's intimidating me in front of the scenes. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The judge ain't buying it. The judge decided to continue with the order of the court, which is I can attend hearings virtually unless they're evidentiary in nature or it's trial. And so they ended up not being successful in their attempt to try to, and not only that, but he lied to the court. He said I unilaterally scheduled the hearing, and I've got an email with him accepting that date and time. So there's no excuse for it. It was just a delay tactic, an attempted delay tactic. And we were successful today. So we will be attending that hearing on the 16th. Now, I don't know what the ruling.
Betty, you weren't successful on shit. So what? You're going to do it virtually. Big freaking whoop-de freaking do. That's all you call that? Oh, we won, everybody. Okay. Exactly. She already had Zoom meeting for Friday hearing. Exactly. She acts like this is like a win. You know what I mean? If she doesn't, Okay, if you need a pep talk yourself, Betty, go on now, Gert. Go on now, Gert. Go on. Exactly. She sent the Queen Bee's attorney a cease and desist letter. Now, how the hell is that going to work out for you, you dumb shit? You told him to leave you alone and you still want to communicate with the guy? Now, which one is it? Which one is it, Betty? Do you want to talk to him or you don't want to? You don't know what you want. Oh my God. Betty. Now, and that's why we have to question your mental stability in life, Bets, because of this shit right here, baby. This shit right here, Weddy Betty. Okay? Oh my heavens to Jesus. Right? We can get it. I think that Queen Bee said on her stream today that anyone that wants the emails and whatnot, you're able to email her. I don't feel comfortable emailing her, honey, or I would. She already said that I'm a weirdo, so I better stay away from that side of town. What are we signing? I didn't see that. What are we supposed to be signing? Let me go back up here in the chatty chat. That's what I would like to know. What the hell is that? I didn't see what you guys are going to sign. Says because BHB wouldn't even make it past administration. You need an ID from, right? Bullhornbetty needs to get her some home training, in my opinion. She don't have no damn home training. Her dog's got more home training than she does, in my opinion. Yeah, she's going on here looking like any damn kind of way. She does not give a damn what she looks like when she goes live. She doesn't care. The damn lawsuit was threw out and she filed the same crap. Yep, I hope the judge starts ripping her a new one. I hope the judge starts ripping her a new one because, in my opinion, she is wasting the resources. She's wasting the court's time, and that costs money. That is costing the taxpayers money in that county, my opinion. Right? At least she made a step up and put a bra on, you know, with the old knee knocking Betty. I know, right? Some days she gets on here looking a hot mess, though, for real. And I mean, I don't go for like, it's not you look uglier or not. It's, are you clean? Have you washed your smelly looking ass today, Betty? That's my thing. I don't care what you actually look like, but do you look like you're hygienically taken care of?
Of the court will be, we have to argue with them in front of the judge. But I can tell you so far, this judge has been very fair, and that's really all I expect is a fair judge. So
now, I hope you keep thinking that way, Bets.
When he throws stuff out or makes me redo it, I redo it because I feel that he is a fair.
He throws stuff out, makes you redo it because, hello, you don't know what you're doing.
Judge, and he's ruling appropriately in this matter so far. Now, will I get everything? Of course not. It's not like that. It's kind of one of those things where you have to have good arguments, and whoever has the best argument wins the argument, wins the battle, right? So I don't know what's going.
That's the way it works there in court there, Bets. Congratulations on having that one right.
Going to transpire on Friday, but I'm prepared for it. We're asking a lot from this court. There are a lot of things that are in this court's discretion, and that's kind of where a lot of my arguments will be. I'm not going to really show my hand 3 days before a major hearing, in my opinion. So what we will do is we'll just say that
what we will do is shit and fall back in it when you're done, Betty. That's what the hell you're really going to do.
Today was a successful hearing. I can attend. I don't have to attend in person, which is what they try to do, right? When they have nothing to argue, they try to club me over the head with all this nonsense. We know that this is partly as to why we're dealing with a protective order in Tennessee, a very, very much unlawful protective order. But again, we're protecting ourselves on that front, and I will be going after Katie and Chris. I saw some stupid idiot that's allegedly a teacher. I don't think she's a teacher. I don't know if she still teaches or not, but says that there's no attorney that would, I can promise you, I've got an attorney that I've never met in person because I hired him over the phone. So there's definitely an attorney, and I can tell you the only thing that the attorney told me to keep hush hush is our strategy, right? So I can still talk about the case. I can still talk about this, that, or the other. And if an attorney actually told their clients to, in her humble opinion, to shut the F up, then I guess we'd have one big old fat cow of a whale shut the F up. And we know that that's not happening. She's had an attorney for a year. So, there is that. Good morning, everybody.
Betty, that's why people feel like they can talk about your looks, because you go on here and you just keep calling people fat whales. Well, Betty, have you took a good look in the mirror? Huh? You always say, look, little old me. Betty, you look like you're pushing 80. Physically, in your face, you're not looking good. I done told you we need some blood work done and your eyes checked. You got some cataracts going on, and I know you're missing some vitamins. It's a fact. B12 at least.
It's nice to see you. So just got out of my hearing. I thought you guys would like to know that my hearing was successful. We will be attending the hearing on Friday virtually. The sleazy tactics of the defendant in this matter and her counsel was not successul. Again, this is a man that's, went under, put in the court record how his client has committed felonies and doubled down on the fact that she committed felonies. Like, okay. But we'll keep going down this realm of court action until we get to a good result. And I can tell you that when they find out all the stuff she's done after this court hearing, it's not going to go in her favor. So I hope she's having fun with it. But, it doesn't seem like the courts are buying their BS. Just say it.
I'm sure she's not having a freaking hippity-dippity good time there, Bets. You filed a court on her. You took her to court. It's not did you forget that? She has to fight back because you took her to court. You act like, oh, she's just over there, freaking doing cartwheels and shit. No, Betty, you took her to court. You forgot that shit, right?
Because if they were, he put it together a very strong thing about how I'm, bringing him up and how I'm being disrespectful to him and this, that, and the other. And you know what? If he wasn't acting so inappropriately, he wouldn't be in my pleadings. I'm just saying.
You sent the man Betty.
So,
Betty, you're supposed to be able to communicate, but you were communicating him on a whole nother unprofessional level. Just even as a normal, regular human, you were freaking sounded like a psycho Sally, in my opinion.
Let the courts decide on the matter. But anyways, we are going to continue.
He should have sent you a cease and desist. Been like, cease and desist, lady. Get you some help, and then we can come back to the drawing table here and work out a deal. But then you try to bribe him. If your client pays me so much money, this and that, I'll do this for you. That's not how it works, you damn weirdo.
Down Sebastian Rogers and other cases. We've got a lot of cases like Crystal Rogers. You guys remember the case of Crystal Rogers?
Absolutely.
I have to have my phone here. I probably don't because I'm so
absolutely on this.
Well, and I put everything everywhere and then forget where I put
absolutely.
It's all the way over there, so
absolutely.
But Crystal Rogers is the case that
100% without a question attacked that attorney. She made accusations against that attorney. She's unhinged. And she calls herself a paralegal. Like I said, out of a Cracker Jack box. It has to be. Because even a person that isn't real educated in the law system would carry themselves a little bit better than she has. And she claims to have knowledge. The big books in her office that she can't get into. We don't know why she hasn't been in her office. Something about it's dirty and it'll take her years or months to get it cleaned up. Well, quit being a little dirty heathen. You little nasty sucker.
Bardstown, Tennessee. And remember Steve Lawson, and he was one of the first people that were arrested, and his attorney, the older gentleman with the cap, he was trying to get him immunity, and working with law enforcement. Well, apparently Steve Lawson fired his attorney in open court. Apparently his attorney was working with Brooke Houck's attorney and filing motions behind his client's back, which is like a major no-no. And while the attorney did not admit any wrongdoing, he just simply stood up and left. And Steve Lawson is going to be represented by...
wow, that says a lot right there.
He's going to be represented by the public defense.
So this comment right here, this says a lot about Bullhorn Betty and what she wants to be and who she thinks she is. She, little Irish girl goes, her older sister is a lawyer. Her younger sister is a journalist. And I think that her dad is not real proud of her. That's why he doesn't have anything to do with her, because he's probably, in my opinion, he's probably invested a lot of time, patience, and money in her, and she has not she's not living up to his standards, or even like just a normal ass human being standard. Trumper said, I don't buy she's paralegal. I would think a paralegal would have looked up state laws before going to. Exactly. Yeah, she's a paralunatic. And then Wonder said, wait a minute, this is the second time she hasn't been able to be in her office for a long period of time. That's weird. So weird. Like, what's really going on in there, in that room? It makes me wonder, Betty, what's really going on in that room? What you got hidden in that room, Betty? Her plan to marry her sales fraud. Oh, plan to marry her sales fraud. Yeah, I want to know what the hell she's doing up in there. Her younger sister is beautiful too. I think that good for her sisters, good for her dad for stepping away. You can only invest so much money into a raging freaking moron until you have to step away, children or not. You're like, hey, I've done everything I can do for you, and you just don't have the brains to figure life out for yourself, sweet cheeks. So I'm just going to have to take my sorry ass on, and you do you, honey. Yeah, I'd really like to know what the hell's going on in that damn room. Yeah, I need to see where's her case files, where's everything at. She says she has. I mean, wouldn't you need an office right now? She got some heavy shit coming across the table. She got some heavy shit coming across her desk. She got some PPO. She's got this lawsuit. She about to sue the Proudfoots and Bowerstocks. I would need a very, very good place to do all this damn court shit. So she's doing it. Just think about this, folks. She's doing it from her bed. From her bed. Now, if that doesn't explain what type of person that we're actually dealing with, we got some problems out here. She has no case. I know, right? Her and her binders. I got a binder on everybody. Well, Betty, you need to get yourself together. Yeah, she was at the kitchen table. I thought it was just the kitchen table. Right, no kitchen table lately. It's been in the bed. She's been in straight up in the bed. So, I think we got some problems that she's not letting out. I think an anonymous email might come across about Bullhorn Betty if she's not careful.
Defender's office until he can make arrangements for his own private counsel. And I thought that was interesting. We haven't touched that case. I remember I wanted to go down for that case as well.
Case, otherwise, you're going to try to get in.
So, what does it say? He was slurring bad. Well, I didn't see it. I haven't heard it.
Oh, and there she goes talking about Trump again. I don't want to hear about Trump with you because
my nose hurts so bad. But
Trump sent me an email just now, and he told me he's real disappointed in you.
I did make myself. This is not what I wore to court, by the way. I actually put a shirt on and a suit, like my suit jacket.
Oh, that's court makeup. Oh hell, it looks like you just rolled out of bed.
And just not feeling better. But what made me feel better is the Lila between my legs. She was all nice and cozy and kept me calm. Because I saw the man's face and it's like, right? He's such a jerk.
He's an attorney.
He's such a jerk. He's a pompous asshole. That's what he is.
You just wish you had the credentials he had and the education. You can't fight back because you don't have the education, Betty. Sorry about your life.
But
quit writing checks your ass can't cash, Bets.
He was not slurring. It was like he had a list that it's hard for her to get away with it. What are you doing? Just cleans it up and pats me in my and this is Delilah. She got me a puppy. She told me and a hedger attachment on it. It's awesome, baby. I try not to, but sometimes you turn if I'm cooking or something.
So now we're just gonna jump over here and we're gonna listen to what Queen Bee had to say about all this that's been happening. Right? She did his. She's like, I'm like, Betty, oh my God. I really wonder what's really going on with Betty because I'm starting to really think like something's going on. No bed, she hasn't been in the office for, I don't even know at least a couple months. She's been in the bed the whole time or out on the road. Okay. Something is going on. Okay, let me see here. How can BHP have any lawsuit? She needs to learn the different definition of law first, which means she could have to read a dictionary without whiteout, right? Some of the things that she puts out there and those filings are just a bunch of jibber jabber. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Yep, I agree, Captain Ganja. I love that. And every time you say his name, you just have to say it like that, just because. Ganja. She's rabid and raging. I'm guessing it's filthy. She doesn't get out of. I know, and I feel bad for her sheets. I'm like, can I breathe? I'm a sheet over here. Can you get up? I can't breathe. Jesus criminy. We're gonna jump on over here to Queen Bees. Make sure I got it. You know, she has a long intro. So let's see if I have the right time here. Turn off mute.
I figured she'd be getting served.
So I do have this link also in the chat and in the description. So anyone that would like to go watch this whole live that I still think is currently taking place. I haven't obviously listened to the whole live because is this called stream sniping, guys? Oh shit, because it's still live. Let me look in the chat. I don't really know. Is this stream sniping, guys? Someone let me know. Help. Whisper, she is ignoring the door. I think she's ignoring the door too, guys. I think she is ignoring the door. She needs to wash them sheets. She needs to get multiple sets of sheets so she can change them often and wash the other ones while the new ones are on. You know what I mean? I think Betty's the type that has one set of sheet. She washes them, puts them back on. Because remember, she had to go to the store and buy some new sheets. You're a whole grown ass woman. You need to have like multiple sets of sheets, idiot. Right, yep. The paper door or the paper towel hanger on the refrigerator door is a little freaking odd to me. That means you're too lazy to get up and get a paper towel. You just want to turn around and wipe, rib sauce off your face, you freaking weirdo. I think if you are behind in the stream and stop the commentate, you're okay. Yeah, because I totally don't, because they're going to run with this. If I do something that's super bad, like especially the queen bee, I'm going to have everyone over here ready to slice my throat. Off with your head, ma'am. So I don't want to stream swipe her. So someone let me know, some other comment or some content creator. Give me your thoughts, guys. Should I share this? I think it's still live. Let me go over on there and check to see if she's still live, because I seriously don't know what's considered stream sniping. But I'm going to go see if she's still live. I think it's supposed to be up for like 24 hours or something. That's like what people like for it to, be done. And I don't want to be I don't want to start no more shit. I just want to come up here and have a good time and see my friend. I just want to come over and play with my friends. Yeah, she's still alive. Yeah, it looks like it's almost over. Damn, I was far behind. That's okay. Catch up, honey. Just don't run too fast to catch up. She's still alive. So that is considered, it looks like it's almost over. Okay. I'm okay. Okay. I'm just going to play a little bit. I'm not playing the whole damn thing. Believe that. But I don't want anyone to say, can you believe now she's getting real ballsy, guys? She's stream snapping, stream wiping, stream, whatever. That stuff. Okay. So let me get it going here.
Her order protections, but she's still ducking and dodging. How y'all doing, Donna? Life Rewinded, Lazy Wolf. How you doing, Kimber? Blank Screen. Miss Tia was dismissed because, again, it was a fucked up shit. It was just another way for her to try to cost me more money. But, I want to know who Betty's lawyer is. She claims she hired a lawyer, right? So there should be proof of it, right? It should be on the court dockets, just like mine was. We had to, where's the proof? Where's the proof that Queen Bee got a lawyer? She's a scammer. She's a scammer.
Yeah, and that's what we like to know. Bullhorn Betty, so that she went and got herself a attorney. And we want to know who the attorney is, Betty. We want to know the receipts you required. Anyone that contributed to Queen Bee's fund, that we were dirty ass hyenas and we should have never contributed to Queen Bee's legal fund, because you decided to sue her because you thought she said you and Dolly did the Humpty dance in the back of a car. Okay, which that's not what was said. I don't even know what was said. I don't even remember anymore. But anyways, you got your feeties hurt, so you decided to take her to court. Okay, and she had to get an attorney because that's what you do when someone takes you to court. You hire an attorney. Okay, so we want to see all the proof, Bets. Wetty Betty, we need to see dirty sheet Betty. We need to see your receipts on your attorney, and we need to see how much money you've collected and all that good shit. Okay, because you are not going to get away with fraud in your community. Okay? Okay.
But my lawyer's name is on every fucking court document. You can get in there and look for yourself because it's public. But his name is on every single document. Why is her lawyer's name not on any documents? And if she had an attorney that was in court or was going to court, her attorney would have been served on her behalf. So where's the attorney at, Bets?
Yeah, Bets. Where's your attorney at, Bets? You don't have one, Bets. You bought a new mattress instead, Bets.
You're taking up money for an attorney, right?
Heels in the air, Bets.
It was a big fucking deal.
And that has no disrespect on our beloved Heels in the Air. Okay, rest in peace. We love you, lady. We love you a lot, and we miss you. That had no meaning. It was meaning. Didn't they call that Kamala Harris Heels in the Air or something like that?
Heels up, Harris.
Oh, Heels up, Harris. Okay, Heels up, Betty.
I did. Big ass fucking deal. I got called a scammer and all kinds of shit, right? Yeah, I remember that bullshit. I'm sure you do too. Darcy Miller gifted a membership. Thank you so much for supporting the Hive, baby. I appreciate that. Trisha Sale,
where it is.
member for 15 months. Thank you, love. I appreciate you being here. The lawyer she needs to repay for. Yeah, I heard that bullshit. I heard that bullshit. Linda. Okay, let's see here. Hello, all things there. The only way my channel makes money is memberships and super chats because we cuss and say a lot of things on here that are not approved by YouTube. So
yeah, and people, I think like I'm going to start showing my stuff because I think that a lot of people think that people make a lot of money off of AdSense and stuff, and you really don't. So I don't think that Queen Bee makes a lot of money off, or anybody makes a lot of money off of the AdSense and stuff like that, because you really don't. So I think that's just what people think. I'm here to tell you the truth. But the people that get the super chats and stuff like that, you make money off that, but YouTube also takes 40% of that.
Oh, therefore, all of my streams are limited. None of them are evergreen because we use words and say things that it's with an open panel. There's no fucking way because I don't know what people are going to say. So I have no idea. I can't.
Trying to get right to it,
which can be done and will be done, but we still have to get through depositions. We have depositions scheduled that she will not schedule. Betty, come on, get your fucking ass up and get ready. You've been bitching about this goddamn deposition. We've been waiting for fucking 6 months for you to get the schedule it. Now, come on out. Quit ducking and dodging and get your ass up.
Yeah, Betty is not doing what Betty needs to do. She's not scheduling anything. She said the other day that she didn't need a lawyer against Queen Bee because Queen Bee didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of it. But she said that exactly. She's going to go where the money is. Exactly. But the bad thing about it is that and the way, Betty lives in the state of Florida, so her house is safe. So I think that they may be able to garnish Betty's wages. She has to have something. She lives off something, right? So I don't know if that'll be YouTube money or what.
To the damn courthouse. Put your goddamn stuff in. Come on now. She admits abusing the system. Girl, we already know what time it is. That little bitch. No, but a judgment on her record will mess her up. Loans or buying a car. Oh, yeah, we're definitely trying, Robin. We're definitely trying. If you want to email me, I can send you all the court documents. You're welcome to go over them and go through them. The lawyer actually just put all the emails because Betty loves to email my lawyer. That's one of her favorite things to do, especially in the middle of the night when she's real mad. Woo! When she's real mad.
So why would Betty choose to email an attorney during the middle of the night? Now, why would you not conduct business during business hours? That tells me very clearly that Betty does not know how to conduct herself on a business level, but she is educated to the utmost, more than any of us. Now, I am not educated in law, being a lawyer at all, or the court system, but I could gather myself and be like, you know what? I'm going to email this gentleman while it's business hours, and then I'm going to wait for his response during business hours. But Betty is just not a normal person.
She'll start going off on him in the middle of the night.
And why would she be going off on an attorney? He's doing what he was hired to do, you freaking knucklehead.
See, I don't think I would ever want that house if I was able to. Yeah, not necessarily. And I don't want that fucking nasty ass fucking house, but it would be nice to get it and sell it and get my money back. I mean, at the very least.
So, and also, I want this for the record too, okay? Because this was said. Now listen very closely. And hopefully she keeps her word, Queen Bee.
And if we ever do, I would love to donate it to the next person that she goes after. Because when you know, she threatens lawsuits on everybody. And when
so that's her talking about what happened today. And if you need the transcripts or the emails or whatever from Miss Queen, please jump over there and email her. She will be more than happy to give them, as what she's saying. I'm probably not welcome to those, I guess. But also, that's so nice of Queen Bee saying if she gets the money back, then she's going to donate it to the next person that would ever be sued by Bullhorn Betty. That is very nice, I think, of her. So, props to Queen Bee for offering that up to the community, right? So, you said, oh, wait, you are serious, lady. What income? She doesn't have one, right? I mean, she says that she makes millions and she's the biggest YouTuber ever and the biggest TikToker ever, and she's just the best at everything. So apparently, you know, she makes all kinds of money is what she's saying. So, you know, oh my God. Bets is a trip. So I wanted to give an opportunity to Weeping Waters to share what she wanted to, and I want to invite her up on panel if she wants to come up, and we can jump over to her page and she can explain what her video is, and then she can come on up and jump over to hers and then watch her video about bets. She sends me some emails, but if she has a channel, then she's more than welcome to drop her link in there. One of the mods can drop her link and then sub up. So if she wants to come up and I'll go ahead and get over there to her channel so we can watch what the video that she made over old Betsy Weddy Betty. Oh, please, BHB, I invite you to pick me for the next lawsuit. Please, I beg you. I know how to spell. Holy crap. Well, it should be in my, what I just seen. My history. There it is. So I'm going to put it on pause here. See if she wants to come up. Grab the link, Weeping Waters. Don't be scared. Come up. We don't bite over here. All we do is, you know, laugh and giggle and have a good time. I've been watching Mama It Up. She has good videos on Seth. Oh, really? I'm going to have to check her out, Little Irish Girl. I haven't seen that. Like I said, I've been out of the loop a little bit because I've been no internet. I've been unplugged from social media, and it's not been bad, you know. Weeping Waters, come up on the panel. Hit that link, sister. Glow. Florida law protects a person's home from being seized by a judgment creditor if it's covered by the homestead exemption. The homestead exemption protects real property that used. Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of looked into too. BHB she is broke. I'm thinking she'll never get anything out of Bullhorn Betty. She won't. I just looked up her earnings on YouTube. She makes approximately $48,000 a year. Yeah, I don't know how much that is true. Like on that Social Blade and stuff, I don't know how accurate it is. It could be 100% accurate. I don't. But for me personally, I don't know. Beach be broker than me, right? Betty's a bust. She's definitely a buster. She is, but she acts like she's a no wall and everything. Although it says creditor, so I'm not sure about court judgment. I think it is court judgment too, because I do business in the state of Florida, and I wanted to see too, on a certain situation, and it is like your main home cannot be messed with in the state of Florida. We went to Gatlinburg and up in the mountains a bit this morning. No bear. You didn't see any bears? We went through. We had a good time up in the mountains, except I don't know if you ran into any construction, but right now there's a lot of construction in the Tennessee and Kentucky area, and it slowed us down like crazy, honey. So I finally got to where my first stop here at my mom's house. About a day late, just because we were so tired after driving through all that construction. I'm going to drop the link again. I think she's hiding. I think Weeping Waters is hiding from us, everybody. I think she might be afraid to come up. So I'm going to go ahead and play her video and see. She wanted me to play it. So I'm going to. Is there always construction there? Well, it sucked. I'm going to tell you that. It held us back. I miss Tennessee. We lived in Gatlinburg and Sayreville. I'm probably saying that wrong. Sayreville. I think I know of somebody that was in that area. That name sounds familiar to me. I know a lot of people from the area that I visit in Florida a lot. People are from everywhere, even like New York, Boston, Alaska, Canada. So when sometimes names sound familiar to me, it's been mentioned. Oh, there's Melissa B. Okay, add to stage. Hey, girl, you don't have to show your face or anything. I got some feedback.
Am I there?
You're here.
Cool. I was going to say, no, if I show my face, everybody will leave chat.
Oh, no, that's fine. No, you're all good. I wanted to play your video because...
which one?
The one that you sent me. It says the spam detective practices and scam policies. I think I hear myself in the back. You'll have to turn me off, whatever you have me playing on.
Yep, I got. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
How's that? That better?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes. We took care of it. The echoes in the back. All right, so I'm going to play your video here, and
because I was going to say, if you go to my channel and you go to the playlist of in my opinion cartoon creation, I made all sorts of cartoon content.
Okay.
Towards Bullhorn. So yeah. I think there was one night I almost made Kathy pee her pants because they're hilarious.
So I'm gonna say, if you guys want to watch some things that she's made about Bullhorn, head on over to her. So you're talking about
everybody better go potty first.
Okay, go to the bathroom because you pee your pants, or go poop.
Yeah, everybody better go potty first.
So this one is health center spam, deceptive practices, and scam policies. So this is on the community guidelines, and I think that this is what you're sharing about Bullhornbetty is spamming or scamming people and deceptive practices. Is that what your video is about?
Actually, no. With this is with her clickbait and her fake and false content uploading on social media.
Okay.
Well, that it's actually a violation of YouTube. and she should be removed. It's
Okay,
even
well,
in the guidelines.
right. So we're gonna play it here, and and I'll have it
Yes.
on so people can actually look at it, or they can go back and read it for themselves. But yeah, I think that if enough people turn in Bullhorn Betty and hold YouTube's feet to the fire, that they should do something about her fake fraudulent self, because a lot of information that she puts on here, and she says it as a matter of a fact, should not be on YouTube. And that's just my opinion.
Well, not only that, her titles are clickbait. Her contents are fake or false misinformation, which violates the YouTube upload and is
Yeah.
an automatic removal of YouTube. So why in the hell is she still on here? I've recorded her like 18 times so far.
I think YouTube will probably finally have enough. And just like Molly Golightly, they ended up taking her channel down. Now, does Molly have another channel right now? Yes, she does.
As far as I know, I want to say she has like 4 to 6 different channels.
Bullhorn Betty or Molly?
Bullhorn does.
Yeah, I think she had. I know she had a couple more. It screwed up and said a couple of times that she had more than 1 or 2 channels.
She removed it from.
Eventually, she'll get her channel taken down. I think that if she violates the order of protection and continues on doing that on YouTube platform, and someone turns that in, I think
she is violating the only thing is she is violating the RTO because she keeps talking about the case.
Well, she hasn't actually been served yet, so I think that's what she's standing on.
Nope. She went on she made a public notification on a media platform that she is acknowledging that there are an RTO to be served to her. She is aware of the RTOs and the court dates and what it's about. She made a public notification of acknowledgement that is the same as being served.
Yeah, and I think that, and the judge did speak and say, he's, avoiding getting served. And this is a good point. It says, my theory is more, H-H says, my theory is more evidence, the better. That is why her channel remains. Yeah, I think definitely, in my opinion, going to use
But she's going back and going through her content and redoing them and then re-uploading them.
Yeah.
She's changing the content.
Yep.
Because I caught I went through her list of on her playlist of Sebastian, and then her regular videos, and then her live streams, and half of them she has redone and re-uploaded, and took out the self-incriminating BS that she likes to run out her mouth.
That's crazy.
But this one is where we're getting striked and put on probation and monetized left and right from YouTube. But yet she's able to get away with this crap.
Yeah, I don't think she should be able to get rid of. I don't think she should be able to get away with this. I think that she needs to be held accountable. But everyone over to her channel, I had a lot of feedback on my end, so I'm gonna have to drop you down, dear. I'm sorry. It's probably on my end. But thank you for coming up and sharing your video. I'm gonna drop the link to your channel, so if people want to watch the things that Melissa has created, please give her a like and a subscribe. And
definitely watch
so much
the
for
cartoon
emailing
ones.
me too, Melissa.
Definitely watch the cartoon ones. You guys are gonna love them.
Watch the cartoon ones from Melissa. And thanks for coming up, sweetheart.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I have a lot of feedback on my end. I don't know if you guys are hearing it too, but it sounded like I was in like a tunnel, and I don't even have earphones on. So I'm like, oh my goodness to heavens to Jesus. So if you guys have ear plug or earbuds in, I bet it probably sounded horrible. So I'm sorry. Probably on my end, we're just getting through this one little time at a time. So yes, thank you very much. I like to, anyone that does have channels and stuff, I like to kind of support each other. I think that's what it's about. I don't think that people need to be very competitive and be like, those are my subs. Wasn't bad. I could hear it on my end too, so I could only imagine if you had earbuds in. It's probably on my end. I'm not using a microphone today. I'm using just a regular laptop because I'm set up at my mom's kitchen table. So I'm not like in a regular area. But sorry, thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. I'm sorry. But I told her I would share it, and I wanted to keep my word to her. So, oh my gosh, there have been so much going on the last couple of days. Like I said, I felt like I was out of the loop for real. So, right? Stop screen. But I appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out with me. I've missed you guys so much. I get to reading in the chat sometimes, and then I forget to I forget to even talk, and then then I forget to do commentary because I get to laughing so much because you guys are freaking hilarious. And that's where I normally am anyways, is in the chat, because I'm just, like I said, I'm a viewer and subscriber just like you all are. I just come on over here and talk about what we've seen and share what we've been doing, what we've been watching. How are we feeling about this? What's our temperature level? Are we feeling good? Are we getting angry? Bullhorn Betty's blowing her horn again, so I do my best. And oh yeah, a lot of people did find my channel on 1202 day. The old Dolly, and I'm like, Dolly, seriously, could you give me a warning that you're gonna do that? Because I watch Dolly, sometimes I don't. So I'm like, you gave a girl a warning what he's about to do, because I didn't even notice that video at the end with the wee. So I was clipping what he was saying, and I didn't notice it. I clip on my phone, then I upload it, and then I I went on from there. And then I woke up and something happened to my YouTube channel. I'm like, what in the holy smokes has happened here? So I had to go digging around on the YouTube streets to understand what was so important about my this thing. Because sometimes some creators would ask, what did Tony say? Like Savage would say, did anyone get the clip from Tony last night? And then, just give it to her and she can use it on her show. Well, that's what my purpose was. Well, I didn't know that 1202 existed. I was in shock. I can guarantee you 100%. I can tell you 100% that I was in shock. And then I just figured out clipping, right? I do screen record. So I literally just screen recorded it. I wasn't watching. I was listening to what he was saying, and then I'll pick up my phone and then push stop, right? So I didn't know. And then whenever they were accusing me of finagling with it and messing with it and saying that I, made it happen, and it really wasn't what it was. I was like, how would I even do that? I don't even know how to navigate through a computer system to make an overlay like that. How would I even begin to think that, right? So then I never forgot that, right? I didn't even go back and watch it because I had to start in protection mode because I didn't even know it existed. And then Dolly shared it. And then Mr. Tony Mathis wanted to know exactly who I was. And he was offering people some things to find out who I was behind the scenes. Well, I got that information from another viewer and said, hey, you need to make sure your social medias are locked down tighter than hell, because this guy is wanting to know who you are and this, that, and the other. So I went and made sure, my social medias were locked down anyways, but then it got to me that he was going to sue me for defamation, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, okay, go ahead and serve me the papers, said that they called the FBI and all this. So it was a mess there for a little while. Personally, I just didn't talk about it because I wasn't advised at the time not to speak about it in depth on a social media platform, because he said if we need to go ahead with a court, then I need you not to speak and have it being held against you in a courtroom someday. So I didn't speak a lot about what was going on behind the scenes, but there is the FBI they called the FBI and it was chalked up to loony, and happens to be associated with a missing child, and that's sad. But then my sheriff knew about it, and the FBI never contacted the sheriff about Wienergate 2024. So now the attorney's like, I'm thinking that this has passed, and if something comes up, then we'll handle it from there. But you're free to do what you want on social media again. So I'm like, okay, because there's nothing anyway. I mean, it wasn't anything that I did maliciously, but but it's kind of embarrassing going to your sheriff and said, well, we have a Wienergate 2024 going on. And he's like, what? But whenever I did show them the clip, they had a fantastic laugh at the county that I live in. And, we went from there. And they said, didn't even know this kind of stuff existed. So, I had to kind of stay hush hush for a while and not really explain myself in depth, because if I had to go and stand in front of a judge, because Mathis was wanting a piece of my ass. But I think, defamation of an inchworm. He did air it, but I still don't know who gave it to him. I didn't have time to go and look and see who actually gave him the clip. But anyway, Cootergate sitting in it. That's perfect. Someone needs to use that for a title. Yeah, I didn't really have time to go and watch. I didn't even watch Dolly Watch It. I didn't have time because I was notified, and then I was notified about it. Then I'm like, okay, what is even going on in my life right now? And then I had to go and lock down social media because Tony, I got notified about that. And then I'm like, okay. And then my husband's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you need to make sure that, call your family and let them know if someone makes an odd phone call. We have a code word in our family that only our family knows. Like, if someone tries to get information, what's the code word? And if you don't know the code word, then you won't even be acknowledged that they even know me. You know what I mean? Like, so they'll send you off on a chase. My family will send you off on a chase, baby. Oh, that's funny. He watches everything, right? I don't know how he even knew about it. I don't know still. I'm not upset that anyone sent it because I've met a lot of fantastic people from him watching it, saying the comments of my channel. So I met a lot of great people. So I am thankful for that. I'm very thankful for him doing that. And I'm thankful for the people that come over and hang out with me. We have a great time. And I do try to just keep it a little light. I do get a little heavy sometimes if it's something that I just do not tolerate in my personal life. Like people should be able to be who they are and not be afraid of being who they are, so, and that's just what I believe in. And, Linda Peterson goes, if you had seen Dolly's face, he didn't show anything. He was just playing the audio and his face said it all. Then he said he would link it and tell him if he's seen what no wonder I had so many views. I had like 12,000 views in a matter of 2 days. And then whenever Tony was trying to, hunt me down like I'm a rabid dog, and I contacted an attorney, he said, well, is there a way that you can set it to private? Or I said, well, I'm not deleting it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Can you lock it down? I said, yes. And then people are like, why did you lock it down? Because Tony, and no, it had nothing to do with with anything. I just did what the attorney said. He goes, just for now till I check into the laws and stuff, because it's kind of hard to find an attorney that knows about social media laws, that are experienced in it, to be honest with you. So you have to find an attorney that feels comfortable and experienced in social media stuff. So that's what, that was, yeah, Tiny Tony. Dick Talk Tony. It says he's watching stuff on his phone in interviews, right? That was my favorite Dolly live video. I heard it was funny. I haven't went back and watched it, I promise. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody, is court appointed and vetted for court dockets can serve BHB. It doesn't have to be law enforcement. Oh, Betty's going to get served. Betty is going to absolutely get served no matter what. Or because I think in the state of Florida, well, at least if I'm reading it correctly, they have like 2 more attempts to serve her on the first one. And then they'll put an actual quote warrant out for her arrest, like a real ass warrant, like, yes, going to jail. So yes, Linda, that's exactly what happened after he was done laughing his ass. Attorneys don't know much about Wiener, right? He's like, I really don't know. I'm going to have to look into this to see if anyone on my staff is. But then he said, unlock it. There's nothing that you've done. Let me see it. Apparently, that's a green screen break, blah, blah, blah. Can't verify if it's a wee-wee or not a wee-wee. If your mind goes to wee-wee, then it's a wee-wee. If your mind goes to, it's just some static in the green screen, then that's what it is. So, but it was kind of embarrassing to talk about it. It was kind of embarrassing, especially to like the sheriff, an attorney, I'm like, oh my God. Then my friends made me a Wienergate 2024 shirt with their damn cricket. I'm like, what the They're like, oh yeah, this is your president. You get a Wienergate 2024 shirt. I'm like, oh yay for me. I think I will. I think I will go watch it because it'll be funny. Now I think it's back on for viewing on my channel, but at the time I had to shut it down for a little bit. And people are like, oh yeah, she hid it now. No, it had nothing to do with that. I will do what an attorney tells me to do because I'm going to follow the law. So, but it was funny. It was super funny. Yeah, my friends are hoots, man. I'm going to tell you what. I'm like, you guys are something else. And they think you're absolutely crazy for going on YouTube and just talking. Like, who do you talk? I'm like, I have friends. They're my friends. They're my peeps. I don't know if Dolly still has a video up. I don't know. I couldn't find them. I wanted the laughs. Yeah, I don't know if he still has a video. I don't even know what video it was. I still have mine up because legally there isn't anything that I will be held accountable for. I just simply was screen recording him being on another platform, and he is control of his wee-wee. If that's what it is, you can make it to be whatever you want. So I'm not control of what he puts on a camera. That's his business. Period. Right, we're gonna have to change. Yeah, micro wiener laws. I mean, we're gonna have to get a law on the books for micro wiener laws. If it's not, unless it meets this requirement, then it can't be, on there. Or no, if it's larger than this, then it's not a micro wiener. Oh my God, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. It was good stuff. But my friends are like, you are absolutely insane for coming on here. Why? I'm like, well, it's fun. I have a good time. I met a lot of great people, and I listen to YouTube. And why not come over here and have a good time after, it's the party after the live that we all of us watch, And also Bullhornbetty really does bother me. Like her antics, she hurts victims, and I don't like that at all. And I think the more people keep calling her out on her bullshit, then maybe she'll stop. I agree with that too. Any up and coming lawyers should concentrate on cyber laws. I think that's a good idea. If you have anyone that's going to, school, hey, have them dig into this, because I think it's going to be something that happens a lot. Thanks, Captain Ganja. Yeah, I think that it is something that people need to concentrate. It was fun. I love hanging out with everyone. I do too. And I hopefully I can keep the content here just light and have fun. And, sometimes we do talk about peeing and pooping and hernias. And I mean, that's just part of my life right now. And, my mom's life right now. And we all have, relatives that have peeing and pooping problems, I guess. Hell, I don't know. Some of us do, some of us don't. And then some of us will, and some of us won't. But, some of us smoke a little ganja and some of us don't. And, it is what it is, and it's life, and we all have to get through it and try to get through it the best way we can and have a few laughs, as we go through it. I mean, that's all I'm trying to do. Some of us have bigger wee-wees than others, and it's showed online. And I mean, you're awesome, Lady K. I always look forward to your vids. And lives. Cheers from Tina in Vancouver. Well, thank you very much, Tina, in Vancouver. I hope that it is nice day there for you. So I'm going to jump off here, and my mom wants me to fix her some soup. So I don't know if everyone knows what a vegetable soup is, but that's what she's wanting. So I'm going to throw a whole bunch of shit from the outside in a pan. No, I'm going to fix her the best vegetable soup she's ever had, honey. Okay. And I'm going to hope that she enjoys it. And then I'm going to be out of here, and we're going to head up north, up to the Chicagoland area in a couple days. And then we're going to go maybe for a boat. We're going to do something cool for the people that have subscribed to my channel. I think that if you pay a fee to be a membership, if you pay a membership fee, then in my opinion, you should get some sort of content that's just for you. And that's not a requirement, just a sub. That's not I don't want anyone to do a membership if you don't want to. This is not a, what do you call it? A commercial. But the people that already have and stuff, I think that you should, if you pay a membership fee, get something special at least once a month, cheese and crackers. So I'm going to either take you up in Sears Tower and make you all look down and scream your lungs out, or we're going to go on a boat ride or something fun, right? But anyways, and if I get drug across the YouTube streets because I've done something private for people that pay a membership fee, well, I'm going to moon everybody. Then tell them to kiss off. So, but anyways, I appreciate everybody for coming in here and hanging out with me and Mom today. And we'll see you probably tomorrow or the next day, sometime soon. And until then, guys, take care of yourself. Take care of each other, because these streets are buck-ass wild out here, y'all. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Peace.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, isn't that? Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.